Hello and welcome to the 2024 Southland Conference Beach Volleyball Previews. And I'm joined right now by San Jose State head coach Gary Hodge and freshman Allie Dale. Coach Allie, great to talk to you today. How are you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
We're doing great. Thank you for having us. This is such a good time.
Well, we're very excited for the 2024 beach volleyball season to kick off very, very soon. And coach, I'll start with you. Obviously, 2023 was a big year, both for yourself personally, first year at the helm at San Jose State, but equally first year for San Jose State as affiliate members with us here in the Southland Conference. So as you look back on 2023, what was your experience like and how did 2023 go on the whole?
If I'm honest, it was a bit of a mad dash. I arrived a couple weeks before the season started, with not much time to get to know the team and get much established. I'm very, very proud of what we were able to put together, getting to know each other the whole way. And, as you know, we had a winning record. We had a nice little upset in the tournament, and are really looking to build on that success.
Coach is preempting some of my questions there, Ali, but I'll change over to you. Obviously, you've been brought in here as a first year this year. So first things first, welcome to the Southland. As you get set to start your collegiate volleyball, beach volleyball career, I should say. How excited are you looking forward to 2024?
I'm very excited. I love my team.
And as you've got to know this team, obviously, as you've come to campus and got going, what's that process been like in terms of feeling out your new teammates and new coaches and getting ready here for 2024?
It's been pretty fun. They're really welcoming, and I really like my team and everyone. So, yeah, I'm really excited.
And coach, when you're, building your roster year on year, obviously you just said a bit of a mad dash in 2023, but you've had maybe a little bit more time to get your feet under the table here preparing for 2024. What was it about Allie and players like Allie that you want to bring them there to San Jose State?
Allie has a unique combination of a fantastic player and just a great person. She brings a lot of care, a lot of discipline, a lot of grit to our team, and of course has a very polished skill set. We got her from Tamarack, one of the best beach clubs in the nation, and she has just been a joy to work with. I'm so impressed by her every day, and she's become one of our best defenders in the lineup.
Ali, those are obviously some very nice words there from coach after just a few months working with you. So what's it been like for you, the transition from your club to this collegiate level and working with Coach Hodge there at San Jose State?
It's been pretty cool. Kind of hard, but it's been fun, and I don't know, I like getting challenged, so I'm really excited.
What's the biggest difference that you've found so far in coaches' practices versus perhaps what you were used to at the club level?
I feel like it's more hands-on. Like it's about working with you as like a player and like working on getting you better and like working towards something, not just like the whole team practicing. It's kind of different.
So a bit more of an individualized nature to the practices, right?
Yeah. You can like focus on different skills that you need to work on.
Awesome. And coach, I assume those words are music to your ears in terms of the review from one of your student athletes. So when you kind of set out this preseason and off-season plan from the helter-skelter nature of 23 going into 24, what was your kind of plan for the program moving through this past off-season?
I'd like us to be unique. I'd like us to have our own thing. And the thing that we have worked on the most has been vision and decision making. We want high IQ volleyball players who are ready to attend to the information-rich environment in front of them and really give them space to express their best self. Not try to put them into a cookie cutter, but let Allie be the best Allie that she can be and not like any other player.
As we look ahead to your lineup here in 2024, how much continuity do you think you will find throughout the season? Is it something for you as a coach where you like to mix and match pairs as we go through a year, or do you want to try and have that figured out before you even start your first game?
Oof, that is a very good question. And I don't know that I have an answer either way. Right now, we have some established pairs, but we're going to have to go through the gauntlet a little bit and really see if the chemistry is there on game day, under game day conditions. If we need to make changes, we'll make them. But I'm a big fan of players sticking together and being able to get into a space where they can really anticipate each other and really have that communication connection and build that trust. I think that's a huge piece of performing really well at this level. So I would prefer to keep them together a little longer than not. But again, we're going to have the flexibility. We have a lot of talent this year, and we have the flexibility to make adjustments if we need to.
And Allie, obviously you are born and raised out there in California on the West Coast. As you look down this schedule the coach has put together, it's littered with, lots of big name Power 5 schools for you to test yourself against. How exciting is that prospect as you head into your first year here with San Jose State?
I'm really excited. I'm really excited to play some new big teams and to travel to places that I haven't been before with this team. And yeah.
And one of the places you will be traveling is obviously down to our neck of the woods in the Texas and Louisiana area for both the midseason and the conference championship tournament. Have you played in those areas before? Do you know much about Texas and Louisiana?
I've never been to Louisiana. I have been to Houston before to play, but I'm really excited for Louisiana.
Okay, Coach, you going to be able to show her some of the sites and explain a little bit about Texas and Louisiana when you guys get down there?
A very little bit, but I will certainly do my best. We'll probably be exploring together quite a bit, especially in Louisiana, where I have never been either.
Well, there's so much to look forward to when you guys come down here to Southland country. Coach, for you, building this schedule, like I was talking with Allie about, there's obviously a lot of West Coast names based on geography and logistics in terms of getting teams on the schedule. But how do you think the schedule you've built has set you up well to be able to try and compete and win both the mid-season tournament and the conference championship?
I had that exact plan in mind. I will say we're opening against Cal next week, a top 10 team, maybe top 5 team this year, and Stanford the next week at the Battle of the Bay. So we are going to calibrate our expectations, calibrate what we need to do to compete with the best teams in the country, and then bring what we've created to the Southland and make some noise.
And in your first year in the Southland last year, what was your experience about the competition and the level of play amongst all of the schools within the Southland?
Very impressed. It continues to blow me away how much parity there is across the whole country. The teams we have in the Southland are very, very strong and present, each team is individual in the way that their coach prepares them, and they create their own challenges. And yeah, I was very impressed and was forced to go back to the drawing board a little bit and really make sure that we're working on the things that we're going to need to be successful, not just against, our home schedule, but definitely in the Southland as well.
Allie, as you've been getting to know your teammates, it can be obviously intimidating going into a new locker room with so many big personalities. What's that process been like for you, and how have you found adjusting to your new college teammates?
They're all really welcoming, and they're all pretty much my closest friends here. I hang out with them outside of volleyball all the time, so I feel like I have a good relationship with all of them.
Awesome. And Coach, you've built this locker room in the last couple of years now. I guess that's great things to hear coming from your incoming freshmen, that it's a close-knit group that you have there at San Jose State.
Yes, we put a lot of work into our culture. A lot of work. Every week we have at least a 1-hour meeting. We've brought in Dr. Larry Widman and his max out mindset system. And just we're constantly trying to give them the tools that they need to do things like self-regulate their emotions, communicate effectively, conflict resolution. These are all huge pieces of how a team can function and be healthy. We want a high functioning environment, which will not always be a comfortable environment or a happy environment. Sometimes we're going to face difficulty, and we work really hard on developing the skills that we need to navigate that kind of space.
You mentioned needing to go back to the drawing potentially tweak some things in order to be more successful this year. So as you were explaining it to, I guess, a stranger who'd never seen San Jose State beach volleyball before, how would you describe what your team's style of play and method to gain victory is going to be this year?
Oh, well, without giving too much to our opponents, I will say that we are going to be very aggressive. We're going to be aggressive from the service line. We're going to be aggressive on the third contact, but we're also going to be aggressive on the second contact. Our whole philosophy is to attack. We're going to attack teams in every way that we can to get them on their heels and try to gain some momentum and potentially gain control of a match as soon as we can.
Allie, how does that sound to you? Is that the kind of style of play that you like to play on the court out there?
Yeah, I love it.
Awesome. And Ali, just lastly, I wanted to kind of have a tiny little bit of fun with you. Obviously, you've got to know Coach now through the recruiting process and now working with him here in preseason. But if Coach Hodge wasn't a volleyball coach, what job do you think he would have?
I don't know.
Right? You couldn't imagine me doing anything else.
Maybe teacher.
Okay.
Learn to coach,
Okay.
but yeah.
I'll
Coach,
take it.
if you were a teacher coach, do you know what your subject would be?
Motor learning, without a doubt.
There we go. There we go. Well, guys, Coach Ali, we really appreciate you taking the time. Thanks so much for stopping by and chatting to us. We'll look forward to seeing you compete on the court very soon, and we'll see you at both the mid-season and the championship tournament.
Thank you so much, Callum. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you.